Here's the new flagship robot lawnmower from Ecovacs, the GOAT G1. It claims to be packed with features, high-performing, and easy to use. But what is it really like in reality? Well, here at LavLab, we put it through a whole series of tests, and in this video, we are going to tell you honestly what we think about it. And for your information, please note that we have placed the link to this product with its best price just below this video. The GOAT G1-800 has an elegant, modern design that is highly visible on a lawn. It measures 65 by 43 by 42 centimeters, which is clearly not a small format. Beneath its structure, there are 4 wheels, 2 multi-directional ones, and 2 22-centimeter all-terrain treaded ones, as well as a rotating disc with 3 blades and a closed compartment that houses the lithium-ion battery. On top, the control panel and the cutting height adjustment knob are protected by the cover, and the stop button allows for an emergency shutdown of the device. There is also the signal reception antenna, the AI camera, various sensors, an external front bumper, and a rear handle in case you need to move it manually. The beacons in the robot carry an IPX6 certification, which means they can withstand rain and streams from garden hoses. Among the accessories, Ecovacs provides mounting pegs for the station, battery-powered navigation beacons, a spare blade kit, and a cleaning cloth. This model also comes with an IPX4 weather-resistant station, but to protect it further, you can purchase an optional protective garage. The station features storage space under its top lid to keep the blade kit or the camera cover. Furthermore, it integrates a brush that wipes the panoramic camera during every pass. The only drawback is that you absolutely must have a power outlet nearby, although the provided extension cord is useful if the outlet is far away. Regarding maintenance, you can check the real-time status of the components on the application. And aside from replacing the blades every 6 to 8 weeks, changing the batteries when they are flat, and replacing the brush once a year, there's not much else to do. The brand offers a 3-year warranty on the robot and a 2-year warranty on the battery. Setting everything up is very simple. The brand opted for navigation beacons with a range of 45 meters to define the boundaries of the yard. Consequently, the larger your yard, the more beacons you will need to place. The absence of a perimeter wire therefore makes starting up much easier. Additionally, the manual provides a clear explanation of how to install the robot on different types of terrain. On our end, it took us about 45 minutes to set it up from A to Z. So much for the design of the GOAT G1. Let us now move on to its features, which are very numerous, thanks to the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections, along with the QR code located under the robot's cover and on the beacons. Pairing with the Ecovacs home application and setting it up was simple during our tests. However, you must ensure you have a stable Wi-Fi connection throughout the garden. To program or control the robot, you can choose to use the buttons on the control panel or the application. Generally speaking, the app is intuitive and feature-rich. Among its options, it allows you to choose the mowing mode, efficiency, and direction, manage the rain sensors, schedule a mowing time, or manage the obstacle avoidance mode, as well as laboratory and security functions. On the map, you can program it to automatically optimize edges or create no-go zones to protect your flower beds or vegetable garden. Another interesting feature is video surveillance, which allows the robot to patrol the lawn using its cameras. Thus, when it detects a person, it sends you a notification and emits a deterrent vocal alarm. You can then capture a photo or a video recording. However, the video quality is not quite up to par, and we found that the image lacked sharpness during our tests. Therefore, people cannot be clearly distinguished. You can locate the robot on the application thanks to the GPS sensor, follow its movements live, and direct its actions. An activity log is also available to check the history of mowing and surveillance. The GOAT G1 also integrates other security systems, including a 69 decibel anti-theft alarm and a PIN code, which are useful if someone tries to steal your robot or if it is handled by children. You can change the language, volume, and unit settings of the device. Despite this, it is impossible to adjust the cutting height from the application, but the knob located under the robot's cover allows you to make this adjustment easily. The features of this robot lawnmower are therefore very numerous. But let us move on to our performance tests now. To begin with, you must map out the garden during the day to benefit from maximum sunlight. Mapping is a bit tedious if you have a large garden because you have to guide the robot all along your yard using the application's virtual remote control. Once the mapping was completed, however, it proved to be quite accurate during the test. To move around, the robot uses various sensors. The beacons in the panoramic camera help create a map and assist with navigation by identifying special targets and optimizing working performance. The robot navigates methodically and quickly with an S-shaped trajectory that leaves no area forgotten. In fact, it only took 10 minutes to mow an area of 17 square meters, which averages out to 1 hour for a well-cleared 100 square meter yard. We observed virtually no blockages during our tests. The time of flight sensor, 3D obstacle avoidance technology, and AI recognition help avoid obstacles while operating. To test this aspect, we spread out a series of objects of different sizes and started the mowing process. The results are quite convincing since the robot perfectly avoided the chair, the mini flower pot, the basketball, the garden hose, and the stuffed rabbit. Nonetheless, it did run over some smaller gardening tools, and it cannot avoid obstacles that are less than 10 centimeters in height. Furthermore, obstacles are not clearly identified on the map. Thanks to the rain sensor, the robot successfully interrupted its mowing under the rain and returned to its station during the test. Regarding its technical specifications, it is equipped with a 2,300 revolutions per minute motor. It has a cutting width of 22 centimeters and a height ranging from 3 to 6 centimeters. This is adjustable via the knob located under the hood. After mowing our entire garden, we were convinced by the result because the lawn was perfectly uniform. According to the brand, it can climb slopes of up to 45 degrees, and it did indeed climb the sloped part of our garden well. On the other hand, despite the dedicated edge mode, it lacks efficiency in that area and fails to cut the grass along walls or near edges. You should also note that the grass must be less than 10 centimeters tall, otherwise it considers it an obstacle and turns around in automatic mode. The manual mode still allows you to cut tall grass, but it is not really intended for this type of use. In terms of noise level, the brand advertises an operation at 59 decibels, and we measured 56 decibels with our sound level meter at a distance of 1 meter. It is therefore barely audible, and its silent operation allows it to run on a Sunday, or while you are enjoying the garden. So much for the features. Finally, let us conclude by evaluating the robot's battery life. This 800 version of the GOAT G1 integrates a 4,000 milliampere-hour battery and indicates a maximum coverage of 800 square meters. Other more expensive versions are suitable for larger areas. To mow a flat and clear area of 17 square meters, the battery dropped by 10%. With a single charge, we therefore estimate its maximum coverage at 180 square meters for an operating time of 1 hour 40. When the battery is low, the device automatically interrupts its task and returns to the station to recharge. Once fully charged, it resumes its current task, and for a complete recharge, count on about 2 hours 40. That concludes our test results. So, to summarize everything, the positive points of the Ecovacs GOAT G1-800 are a very simple installation, startup, and usage, an intuitive application with numerous programming options, several safety and anti-theft functions, excellent navigation, good obstacle detection, a uniform and efficient cut, the fact that it handles slopes up to 45 degrees, and a very quiet operation. As for the negative points, there is only one savable map at the moment. The video quality of the camera is quite poor. It does not handle edges and walls well, and it does not handle tall grass well. Thank you for watching our test. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video. And if you like honest reviews like this one, do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel.